Hey guys, welcome back to Top 10 Nerd. I'm MXYZPTLK. We all know the Joker, the silly, clown-like villain who's also a homicidal maniac. While he generally isn't the superpower type, he tends to rely more on various poisons and gadgets. He has shown a number of powers over the years, some that endured and some that lasted only a short time. Not enough people know about them, so I've compiled a list of my faves. So smile, it's time for the top 10 powers you didn't know Joker had. Number 10. Pain resistance. We've seen Joker get beaten down time and time again, and yet the guy keeps coming back. His complete disregard for pain leads many to believe that he has some sort of resistance and potentially feels no pain at all. Take for example that time he let Dollmaker remove his face just to make a point. Now it's possible that he's just so insane that it was worth it for his strange reasons, but I think it's more likely that he just doesn't feel it. And after all the crap he's put his body through, I can't really blame it for going, screw it, I'm turning off all the nerves, you're a jerk. Number 9. Knowledge of the fourth wall. This might not exactly be a superpower per se in that he doesn't really use it to help him, but it certainly shows a high level of awareness, or what some would call medium awareness. Knowing that there are people watching him does explain some of his antics, and it shows him to be totally aware of his situation. We see this from time to time in the animated series, where he often speaks directly to the camera or to the invisible viewers. Number 8. Immunity to poison. Years of dedicated abuse of his body has caused Joker to be immune to all kinds of poisons and toxins. This helps him to be unaffected by his own gas, but also allows him to resist the effects of other chemicals like Scarecrow's fear gas. This is, of course, incredibly useful for a guy whose main MO is chemical weapons, and also helps him to avoid capture or death by poison. He's basically Wesley from Princess Bride, but instead of iocane powder, it's everything. Number 7. Immortality. That's right, for a short time, Joker was immortal. In a Judge Dredd crossover, Joker invaded the universe of Judge Dredd and managed to bargain with the Dark Judges, Death, Fear, Fire, and Morthus. In exchange for helping them to escape their prison, he would receive immortality. He did it, and he became immortal, Judge Joker, only to get kinda bored with it and go back home to his mortal life. At first it sounds sorta silly, but when you really think about it, do you really think Joker would be happy with an easy life without Batman? Neither do I. Number 6. Superhuman timing. This one is far from confirmed, but it goes a long way to explain Joker's success despite his seeming lack of concern in most cases. For the record, this was first brought to my attention by Reddit user Kodoro, so I can't take credit for this idea. But it's pretty cool. You know the most important thing to a comedian? Timing. And it seems that rather fittingly, the Joker has amazing timing. He always seems to be in the right place at the right time, and no matter how close to defeat he may be, he always seems to come out on top, except when that damn bat is around. This explains both his incredible success as a villain and his hate for Batman. He throws off his timing, and nobody likes a heckler. Number 5. Super intellect. Here's one that's probably better known than some of the others. As insane as Joker comes off, it's hard to deny that the dude is one smart cookie. His laughing gas is one of a kind, and the fact that he created it shows incredible prowess in chemistry. He's also shown himself to be highly knowledgeable in human psychology, having thoroughly manipulated countless people, either to use them to his advantage or just to mess with them. His plans are also often incredibly cunning, sometimes pulling the wool over the eyes of Batman himself. Granted, sometimes his plans work because they're just so insane and unexpected, but there is clearly a good deal of intelligence trying desperately to claw its way past the more insane thoughts. Number 4. Tactical genius. Not only is Joker a scientific and psychological genius, but he's proven himself to be quite the tactician. Whether he's setting up a trap for his favorite caped crusader, or escaping Arkham Asylum for the umpteenth time, he definitely knows how to make a plan. If Joker's behind bars, chances are it's all part of his plan, because he has an easier time getting out of Arkham than I do finding my way out of the mall. Number 3. Super sanity. This idea was popularized when Grant Morrison described it in his graphic novel Arkham Asylum: A Serious House on Serious Earth in 1989. It's a bit complex, but essentially says that the Joker has no real filter on what he perceives. While normal people's perception is altered by their own sets of beliefs, the Joker just goes with the flow, in a way reinventing himself every day. It isn't that he's a madman who just wants to watch the world burn, he just takes in information and does what comes naturally. Just so happens that what comes naturally is killing, and a lot of it. This is an explanation that isn't accepted by everyone, but it's certainly interesting to think about. Number 2. Mr. MXYZPTLK's powers. Man, I so did not want to include this point because I did not want to say that name, but it had to be on here because it's pretty cool. In the Emperor Joker story arc, Joker managed to get his hands on the vast majority of Mr. M's power. And if you thought Joker was terrifying normally, you're in for an unpleasant surprise. He rebuilt Earth in his own image as he wanted it to be, and spent much of his time just torturing Batman. Even with fifth dimensional powers, all Joker really cares about is bats. It's almost cute. Almost. Number 1. Making Batman not be sulky for a moment. Yeah! Now I've referenced this in past videos, but I think it's worth another mention because it was a pretty cool scene. In The Killing Joke, Joker and Batman have a surprisingly chill discussion where Joker tells Batman a joke. It's full of subtext talking about 2 inmates escaping an asylum, but the most shocking part of the scene comes just after the punchline. After a ripe pause, we see Batman not just wipe his grumpy face off, but even laugh. Not a chuckle, not a grunt, a full belly laugh. And I gotta tell you, it was unsettling, but also extremely cool seeing the pair laugh together like old friends. Considering the Dark Knight's constant brooding, this might be Joker's most powerful ability of them all, even if the joke itself was not that funny. That's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please smack that thumbs up button and subscribe to Top 10 Nerd for more videos. Can you think of any other powers the Joker might have? Share your ideas in the comments section down below. I look forward to reading them. Until next time, I'm Ron McKenzie LaFergie with Top 10 Nerd. Later, nerds.